Welcome and thanks for stopping by. I'm Digital Micro. You're on the Digital Micro Trading Journal channel. Day trading for an ROI payout. No trade recommendations, no trade signals, not selling indicators, just my trade journal. We've got price action order flow levels Monday. I've got 24-hour charts times 3 here. On the left, the NASDAQ. You can see the green, bit of green. That's our Globex session. In the middle, we've got the S&P 500, same thing. The S&P is a little bit weaker than the NASDAQ. You can see here we haven't even got the green body to the black body here, let alone the wick. And the dollar, it's all about this dollar. You can't have equities green and basically the dollar green too, but that's what you've got. Eventually, somebody's lying, and usually it's an inverse relationship. So it's not matched tick for tick, but we've got an up dollar. The dollar looks pretty solid. You can see from the previous Friday, black candle down, that Thursday there was a gap between the two bodies. So I'm looking at that volume imbalance gap to be filled. That comes in at 102.4 and change above. So we've got a ways to go. In the meantime, we've got truncated equity indices. We don't have a lot of news happening Monday, so we're going to see how the RTH wants to treat this on the equities. I'm going to play it light. I'm going to watch things. I think I'm going to be more active Tuesday than Monday, but I may take a trade or two. At this point, let's go to the next chart and take a look at a smaller time frame. We'll start with the 1 hour chart and try to get all the levels. So you can see last Friday here, this long bar down. This was the PM big bar down right around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it created a fair value gap. This yellow is a 1 hour fair value gap, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. And we go all the way down to the non-farm payroll low for the afternoon, which was 44.94. Then Monday comes, price opens, new week open gap on the low 44.98 by 4,500.5. This is the level right here for the new week, right here, new week open gap. So we go up. We haven't revisited since the Globex open. And then we have London and we have New York Midnight Open. So New York Midnight Open is 45.15.5. Below London comes in right around 45.11.50. And I've got a bearish order block on the 5-minute. But again, are we going to cover this big imbalance on this candle here? That's the big thing. Above it, I've got a daily premium wick, 50%, so we're going to treat that like a gap that needs to be filled, 45.42. And above that, way above, I've got the weekly bar, that 50% is of the whole candle of the week coming in at 45.57.50. So those are the levels. This is the 1 hour chart again. I don't really look at this. I look at the 15-minute, but this is good because it smashes all the bars and gives me 2 or 3 days worth of price action to look at. Let's go to the next chart. Okay, benchmark 15-minute. All the levels are here that I just mentioned on the 1 hour chart, but it just breaks it up a little bit more to see, do I really have a trade setup that's a AAA setup or not? And right now, the answer is not. London is already over, and we're going into the AM session here shortly, and I don't want to be in a rush. So I'm just going to watch things play out. These new week open gaps right here, and then below that, July 3rd, if it really wants to go down. Remember, the dollar's rallying, so I'm going to watch this dollar into the first hour of RTH, see how we do, and no longs for me. My bias is short when we spike up, but I don't have a real big spike here. We did have one after London. This is the London bar right here on the 15-minute. You could see here we spiked. I grabbed a little bit here, but again, no big size. Being very careful and cautious starting the new week out. And that's it for this chart. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this is my Renko on the trading view chart. So you can see here last Friday's low hit that blue Keltner, and we had this lower blue Keltner hit parade, and that's just how it was a trend day down. And here we are, Monday Globex. You can see we bounced off these new week open gaps at the open, and then we're up here in this yellow zone. So this is the big deal. You can see the top blue comes in right at the top of the rectangle on this 1 hour fair value gap. So again, just going from the low of last Friday to the high, the mid right now comes in 45, 27, 75. So again, that's just the levels. And this is just another thing I glance at with the Renko. It's in the red, so that's a no-fly zone. You need to have basically an extreme blue higher or lower, and that's just not happening. So the upper blue again, 45, 36 and change, and the lower 44, 88 and a half, and the red, the middle is 45, 12, 75. So I definitely want to just go hands off at this point, and we'll just see what happens in the RTHAM. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you stopping by. Take care, and we'll have a new video on Tuesday. Aloha. Bye.